every girl out here slugging. Something crazy. Even the little ones.
Yeah.
Like, it was cheeks everywhere, bro.
Oh, that's what slugging mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. You were trying to.
I gotta look at the translator. I was like,
You're
okay.
like,
It means
I thought they was shooting.
Nah,
Shooting
it mean-
slugs.
It mean fat ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
snail.
the cheeks
Theo's
is dragging
like-
to the ground.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Saving for the Pod, episode number 47. I made sure that I came with an athlete this time, John Lynch off the dome. Y'all got another 47, famous
47.
I was
47.
about to say Troy Polamalu, but I would have been wrong.
Yeah,
he's
he's 43.
43.
Yeah. Okay.
47.
Oh yeah, you a Ravens fan.
47. Y'all ready? Will Demps.
Will Demps was 47.
For
I didn't know that, yeah.
the New York Giants.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then he turned into a pretty boy when he got into that video with Monica.
I don't know no famous 47s.
Well, I said John Lynch, so
Yeah,
there's
that'd be it. And I should know that because I played safety, but
47.
I'm trash.
All right, but if you listen to the pod and you're not watching, you probably hear a smooth voice right now, an unfamiliar voice. We got our boy Theo in the building, huh?
This man said a smooth voice.
I mean,
I
if
don't
they
know, he
watch
got
the
on-
video, you might be the most attractive on the pod right now.
Yeah.
No homo, though.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
It's okay to be humble. You ain't gotta
No,
be
I mean, but like y'all are all in better positions than me, so clearly.
I mean, you talking about like relationship wise? Is
Yeah,
that what
man.
you're talking about?
I don't know.
but-
Do you want to be single or do
Yeah,
you want to be
you-
in love? It's preferential.
Oh no. I'm open.
Okay.
You out here
You know.
slanging?
A lot of bad habits I had to stop. And I'm open like a 7-Eleven.
Zach, you gotta clip. You gotta clip this, and he can run it.
Well,
as
now
an
y'all
ad.
know man's is open.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
know what
exactly.
to do with them DMs.
Exactly.
Stop playing with my dog.
That's very funny.
Holla at my boy Theo. Especially if you in the Texas area, holla at my boy Theo. He in town for homecoming weekend, so we glad to have you. I haven't seen you in a minute, but I think y'all it's been
It's been
even
a minute,
longer.
too.
Yeah, it's been even longer. So Theo, we go back to FAU days. One of the better hoopers I've ever seen in my life. Before I even get into the basketball stuff, is there anything you want to talk about yourself or anything y'all got about Theo before I start talking about hoop stories?
Oh, dog, we got a lot of hoop stories.
Get into him.
All right, so
Or anything that you want to introduce or say about yourself?
All
Tell
right,
folks
so-
a little bit about yourself.
Okay,
man.
bet. So, I'm born in Orlando, Florida. How I met Zach was 2010 in the rec.
yeah, you remember the year?
Yeah, because I remember the year because I didn't meet AJ until
Yeah,
I
'cause you
came back
left.
for spring break.
Yeah.
Right. And I met you the next spring break.
Yeah.
Because
That
I
was my
saw
first-
you the first one I came back, but I
Yeah.
met you the second one. And then when I came back, I met, and then you left first.
Got you.
By that time, FAU had finally accepted me into their circle.
This is hilarious.
For
They
some
didn't accept me
reason,
into that circle
I
for a long
definitely
time.
thought you knew AJ before you knew me. I didn't know we knew each other before that.
No,
Yeah, because I wasn't even in high school yet. You were a freshman, right? And I'm 1 year younger than you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Theo, I'm talking
and
to.
you're, oh, my bad. I thought you was looking at him.
No, I'm 1 year
There's
after
a reflection
you.
on your glasses. my bad. But then so now I played pro ball overseas, transferred from FAU, went to Daytona State, went to Our Lady of the Lake University. Crazy story. Coach tried to get me expelled because I hurt my knee and he wanted a scholarship.
Oh,
And he
geez.
said I was caught on camera stealing food from the cafeteria.
Was he stealing food on camera?
Nah. I mean, but the thing was, like, the next day I went to the campus police and proved that he was lying.
Yeah.
And, like, he got fired, not because of that, because of something else. And the team ostracized me.
Jeez.
What?
Stopped feeding me after home games, all this stuff, bro.
That's
Jeez.
What?
And
This is Our Lady of the Saints Way or something?
Our Lady of the Lake University in San Antonio.
Jeez.
And then after that, like, I grew up and stuff. That's where I found I had a connection, a passion or a gift to connect with people, especially kids.
Yeah.
And so then I came back to FAU, and then that's when, I finished, graduated, crossed, and then after that went overseas, and that was something.
So I mean, yeah, it all worked out then,
I mean,
kinda in a way.
I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna get into that because I want to keep it light.
Yeah.
But I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing now.
Yeah.
And God was like, I'm going to give you your passion, but only in a way that you're going to fulfill your purpose.
That's
Right.
what's up.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I was EuroLeague good. I thought I was league good, you know, definitely within the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it. I didn't, like, I'm at the point I didn't feel the need to prove it anymore.
Right.
You know, because I played against the EuroLeague guys. I played against the NBA guys. And they like, yo, you not playing nowhere? And it's like, nah. And then, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got your validation through others also.
Yeah,
still?
bro. I got my validation through how much I dedicated myself to the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll put my work ethic up against anybody in the world because shoot, I done trained against people in the world and they can't make it through it. You know, so now I'm this logo on my shirt is called is TP6, the Pivot 6, which is my nonprofit organization where we teach people how to pivot in life. Pivots are shifts in life that cause you to go after a desire differently. A lot of people teach process, but not how to handle the changes within a process.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we specialize in.
So the mental,
Right. And so like mentorship, public speaking, my first event, and my bad if I'm talking too long.
No,
you
you
good.
good.
But my first event, I was connected through a frat brother, and I gave a presentation on the topic of burnout to Delaware State University student athletes. So there's like 48, 53 kids and coaches on there, and they asking me questions like how to avoid it and how to, you know, what did I do in my pro career and in college to bounce back from burnout and how should practices look and what you should do with your body. And it was overwhelming because I didn't expect people to ask me questions, you know, so developing TP6 with small groups at my school. I just spoke to a basketball team a couple weeks ago and talked to some of the players personally now. Like it's so now when you step into your purpose, everything just starts to happen when you apply yourself. And in a couple weeks, I'll be a certified youth life coach, so I can start my private practice, and really like be able to be global with it. You feel me? So that's me.
Yeah, you got me motivated right now, bro. I'm just thinking of all the people listening to the podcast, and I'm like sitting right here, ready to run through a brick wall.
Right.
No, I appreciate
or even
So-
even the people you're gonna be working with and affecting. Like I'm excited for them hearing you talk about how passionate you're about it too.
Man, I appreciate that, and you know I hope so, because it's definitely something to where, you know, you hear that cliche if what your dreams don't scare you, you know, then you're not like it's something.
You're not dreaming big enough.
You know, where it's like it's really something to where it's I know I should be doing it and I'm applying myself to make it happen, but then it's also like, bro, this is actually really happening.
Yeah.
It's that feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes we're all human, and sometimes it's you get ahead of yourself. But the only time when you have anxiety when you think about a goal is when you think about the end goal before the incremental like steps you need to take.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just being disciplined with your perspective.
Gotcha.
And so that's where I'm at.
So you work on that instead of looking at the goal, you looking at the day-to-day task, like just accomplishing feats daily, and then
so each one of us have accomplished something. Like we all graduated college, right?
Yeah.
But every day you walked in class, you weren't thinking about graduating college.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
thinking about, yo, what is this professor going to teach, and did I do the homework?
Exactly.
You know? And oftentimes we don't take what we naturally do day to day and apply that to goal setting, because a lot of we're told don't sleep. We're told don't have a plan
bullshit.
B.
Don't sleep.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
bullshit.
like if you're thinking about something else and then it's like, yo, every one thing doesn't work for everybody, right? And what causes a lot of people to compare themselves and get into states of depression is because they're looking at what they don't have, not what they
can do.
look forward to developing to be able to handle what that desire is. So when you set something in motion, it's like you have to trust your work ethic to make it happen. You don't got to remind yourself what you want to do. You know, I know every day what I need to do. If I have to remind myself, is it something that I really want to do? When need and want, connect, that's when, we're dangerous.
Yeah.
Because now, like literally, you'll you'll wake up a little bit before the alarm clock, and you'll think in your head, please don't let it be the time. Please don't let it be the time. But you know, like your body will naturally wake up when you're in line with that.
I did that the other day.
You know, and that's where I am. Not in the sense of look at me, but in the sense of I did a lot of hard self-assessment in order to get to the point to where, hello. In order to get to the point to where I was in tune with that.
Yeah.
Because with basketball, I knew like it was something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Did I need to do, need to hoop and give as much time? No. And stepping away from the game, I saw that my whole philosophy behind why I wanted to play pro ball and get to the NBA level wasn't necessarily to play NBA ball. It was to make some other kid feel as inspired as I did watching Iverson, T-Mac, Vince Carter, Kobe. And now I'm able to do that by sharing my experiences.
Right.
And I'm glad you got to that last point. And Gabe has either talked about this on a podcast or tweeted about it, about having your goals and what fulfills you and not what everybody else does. And I was going to ask you if you had any interest in coaching basketball, not to kind of shit on what you're currently doing, because it sounds like you're extremely passionate about that, but I also know you're passionate about basketball. And again, listening to you right now, it has me motivated. So it sounds like that you kind of already answered my question before I even got to answer that. You wouldn't want to coach basketball.
Coaching, not right. Maybe when I have kids.
Okay.
But definitely, I plan on using TP6. I've done it already, where I incorporate mental toughness strategies within workouts, and it's like an active mentorship session. Whether we're training and we sit down and break down why you didn't go so hard on this drill, like what was your thought process? Not that you're wrong, but what were you thinking, so that we don't repeat that. That mental space to create that habit. And bro, workouts and everything, like it's all about using what you love to do and finding the message in it, because there's a message in it in everything. It's just when we overthink it, it's like, what can I do to change it? And it's like, nah, you ain't got to do nothing. You just got to sit back and take it in, because you're going to learn it eventually.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to teach through the workouts. Like, you're not going to hit a home run. Like, you're not going to be an NBA player one workout.
Yeah.
It's like, can we increase your 3-point percentage 1% in a week? Week and a half.
Yeah.
Can we make sure that you don't dip the ball below your belly button when you shoot for a week straight? Can we make sure that you're properly popping your hips when you jumping? Like just little stuff. And then when you, especially when you tell kids that, they start to understand, okay, being the difference between them and a Mikey Williams isn't necessarily skill, it's mindset. Like Imani Bates, his footwork, what?
Yeah.
And kids are like,
you gotta work on that.
Kids are like, I gotta learn to step back. You don't even know how to set your feet up.
Yeah, exactly. To
properly get the space. So it's just breaking things like that down to kids and or even shoot adults, through different methods.
Exactly.
And that's what but coaching, training, yes. Coaching, you high key got to be a snake to be successful.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Especially being a referee and like dealing with coaches all the time. I can understand that 100%.
Right.
But that kind of leads into my next thing about you being the hooper that you are, how we met at FAU. So this is gonna be Zach's side of things, and
okay.
I'm not shitting. Let me reset the cameras real quick. Y'all can keep talking, but let me reset.
How we gonna keep talking when it's Zach's?
It's your story.
What the hell?
No, I'm really curious to see how this.
So this is the time that you visited Zach and Cincy. That's what we're talking
No,
about.
this is
like
even
initial.
This is even before that.
before
FAU.
that. Okay.
So.
And you remember what he's gonna talk about or what he's saying?
I want to see if we remember the same thing.
Nah, so Theo, when he got to FAU, or I remember like the first few times hooping against him, anybody that's a hooper thinks they're that nigga. And I remember going head to head with Theo, like back and forth. And a lot of people think I'm like Zach, mid-range Mamba. That's what they call me at FAU. Like I might have been like in some people's eye average, above average, but not like one of the top hoopers that like you, like Gabe, like the Rashad and all them. But I remember this one specific day, like going head to head, and I'm like, yo, this nigga, I could tell that he thinks he's nice and everyone thinks he's nice, but I'm right there with him. I'm scoring when he's scoring. I'm not stopping him. He not stopping me. It was an offensive battle. And like ever since then, I'm like, yo, Theo not that live. Like I remember as the years went off, I'm like, Theo, he good, but he not that live. And so fast forward to Cincinnati when you came in. You didn't visit me specifically in Cincinnati, but we met up when we were in Cincinnati. And so I would usually play on, now I forget, Saturday or Sundays with one of my coworkers and all his buddies, all white dudes, old white dudes, like in their 40s. And they all thought I was that nigga. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring Theo. We both going to be live. But it just so happened that we were on opposite teams. They made me guard Theo. Yo. I legit, since that day, I feel like I haven't been the same. Theo definitely had gotten better since FAU days, and it was probably all this training that you talking about, continuing to make yourself better. Like for me, hooping at that time is just like, all right, I'll do it recreationally, but I know you were still, you were playing college basketball, you were trying to play professionally.
So at that time, I was in 2 countries.
Yeah, so you had played overseas. You had played overseas. You had played college. So obviously you had that next level training, which I didn't have because, one, I didn't play varsity. I played up until JV, didn't make it my senior year varsity. And so FAU, that was all the continued basketball that I had. And I was like, yo, this nigga Theo is 3 times as good as what he was at FAU. This is not what I expected. And it wasn't even just that you was good, bruh. It was how fucking quick you are. Like, I felt like I was guarding goddamn Allen Iverson. You just brought him up. There's only 2 people in my lifetime that I ever remember having extreme difficulty guarding, like within kind of my size bracket, not someone that's going to be 7 foot, but you and Ray Taylor.
I was finna say, boy, Ray, listen, if Ray is 6 feet tall, he is one and done. Yeah. And one of the greatest point guards ever played, bro.
I've guarded Ray once in my entire life. Anytime he was on the court, just so happened, because I mean, he played at FAU, so he didn't play pickup often. But when he did, I'm like, I'm not guarding this nigga. And after I played you in Cincinnati, I'm like, one, if Theo ever comes back to Cincinnati, I'm not bringing him to hoop because he just embarrassed me. And 2, I need to really reevaluate if basketball is even for me anymore. I just stick to reffing because that day was an embarrassment.
So what did he put up on you?
Nigga, bro, I don't remember, but I could not stick with Theo to save my life. Like, it also made me realize this? This was maybe 3 years ago.
2000.
So this was in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay.
This last part, was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, so it made me realize, like, I've always been someone that continues to work out, stays in shape. Like, y'all know I'm a runner, but my quickness is not what it used to be. And Theo made me realize that. So I appreciate you, Theo, humbling me. Because I was freshman or whatever year it was when you first started, I was cocky. I was like, Theo, not that live. And then you got your redemption story.
So look. So let me tell you my initial. All right. So when I first met Zach, right, we were hooping, and every time we hooped, dog, it was like, bro, why can I not stop this nigga? Every time, dog. And it was like, bro, he would hit me with the, like, because my mid-range game was also, like, potent at the time. Yes. Like, I didn't really have a 3-ball then. And it was like, we would just go back and forth mid-range, and I'd be like, bro, I fucking hate this nigga, dog. And it wasn't until I came back, like, for the spring breaks, and we would be hooping, and it was like, we would hoop together. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, this nigga know how to play. You know? And so when we went to Cincinnati, like, I hit him up, and then we worked out first at University of Cincinnati. Okay. Yeah. And I love hooping in new environments because, like, don't nobody know me.
Yeah. Shit on niggas.
And this is how you know if they respect you by how you look. If when you first get the ball as a point guard and they pass it to you, run the offense. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. So I said, "Oh shit, bet."
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's my time now.
and so what happened was, dog, the court was sticky.
Yeah.
I think they had springs in the court, so like I'm easily dunking, and I'm like, and I got adrenaline because it's a new gym.
Yeah.
The first game we started in the back, and then got on the main court.
Oh, because there's 2. It's a 2 court. Yeah. I like those.
And bro, I was just having so much fun, bro, because I just love hooping out of like whatever city I'm in.
Yeah, just like checking it out, see what it's like.
Because I want to be that guy where it's like, you remember this kid?
Yeah,
like, I always want to be that guy.
That group of older guys, they looked at you like you was a god, honestly, because they looked at me in a certain light. And mind you, when I played there, I feel like I never really had like a great day there. I'd have some like okay days and a lot of shitty days, but they still looked at me and put me on a pedestal.
Right.
So you coming in there hooping your mind out day one, barbecue chicken me, you was a legend.
So all right. So look,
Theo's jersey might be
in the high school.
His jersey might be in the rafters at that high school right now. I'm gonna hit up my boy Scotty and be like, yo, I got Theo's picture.
I don't think me going against him was that bad. There was this dude who was like, he was kind of muscular and quick. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I wanted to go at him. And like, whoever he was, all right, it was a bad day for him.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Cooking him.
You know, but I didn't think it was that bad. Like how, you know, I was moving though. I was definitely moving because there was a new court, you know, everything. But yeah, bro. And then we just chopped it up, really chopped it up.
But yeah, that new court adrenaline is real.
When Zach was up there, you would always tell us, bro, these niggas is buns. Like y'all boys got to come up here.
So that was like
at Cincy. That was at Cincy.
Cincy Rec, not this specific location. But yeah, we've said it on this podcast before. Theo, you might be able to vouch for this, but FAU has the best hoopers at a rec center you'll ever see.
That's not true, bro.
I was just thinking this. That's
true.
FAU, now that I played overseas, FAU had pros on the court.
Yeah.
Y'all had hoopers.
B, he was a pro.
Who?
Brandon.
Oh yeah.
Brandon was a pro.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. The fact that he never got a real chance in college, that was wild to me. Rashad was a pro in his heyday. Of course, Grubbs.
Yes.
Cliff, if he would have took it serious.
Yeah.
Milkman.
Like, bro, there were so many people, and then you got on the team. You know, Bryce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Mr. Iso Ball.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like, bro, we had pros, dog. It's just we never wanted to play on the same team.
Yeah, that's a short list of a much longer list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then like, bro, it's like I wish we could have all got it together and been like, yo, we finna go to the national tournament in North Carolina and just like destroyed everybody. But we just had pride, bro. It's like, nah, man, we ain't finna join y'all. We ain't finna join.
Yeah,
like, that's how.
Hey,
it was.
man, I told you, FAU had hoopers, but I'm standing on it. I will put the hoopers at SIU when I was there in like 2013, 2014. They was cold. And they went to
Southern Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a basketball culture.
They went to went to national the national tournament. The only thing that FAU had better than SIU hoopers was y'all was dumb athletic.
Yeah.
Niggas in Florida stupid athletic, but they dumb. With all due respect. With all due respect, like you had a lot.
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, like Bryce, for instance. ISO ball, he don't make the smart play.
Yeah.
Whereas in Illinois, they hoopers and they hoop like they run Indiana systems. If that makes sense. So they ain't got to be athletes. They just gonna beat you because they smart as hell.
Yeah.
And they make shots.
I tell you what, that ain't the same for New York basketball anymore.
Yeah.
Boy, I played with some New Yorkers the other day. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. It was younger kids.
Adults, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro.
But y'all I would say y'all had Florida had way more athletes. FAU had hoopers, like, and it was weird because coming to the rec, trying to get on the courts, like I didn't know how to get on the courts. Because like in Illinois, I can get on the courts because I played hard. And I played defense, I played hard. I didn't really have to make a lot of shots, whereas FAU, you got to make shots.
Yeah, you got to bring.
And you got to play defense.
Yeah, you're not even going to get on.
Especially just like in pickup.
Yeah, but it was just like I couldn't make shots to save my life. So niggas would not pick me for to save my life.
Get in it so
well, pickup was better than what do you call it? Than intramurals,
yeah.
I used to get kicked out of intramurals every season, dog. Every season.
A lot of y'all was hot heads.
Oh my god.
People used to come watch.
Yeah.
It did
come
feel good.
Stand around the court and watch play pickup.
Hey, bro, what time you playing tonight?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What in the borough? No, what's your intramural game? 7? Bro, come watch. Oh, okay. That's a thing.
Cool.
Bet. cool.
And see, I always sound like an old head because I went to Toledo for grad school. I told them about the culture at FAU. I went to Cincinnati as my first professional job. Told them, and of course, I'm like, oh, back in my day, like, that's what I sound like. But it's the truth. Like these hoopers are way better.
Nah,
Right.
easily. It's not even close now. Like even last year when I was working at FAU and we go to the courts, bro.
It's not
close.
the same. It's not the
Boo-boo,
close.
man.
It was
It's not close.
Yeah.
Like I looked good out there, and I'm like, oh, if I look good out there, it's not that great because I can't dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't dribble to save my life. My layup package is like a 20. I can shoot decently especially when I'm like in shape and in rhythm. Like if I'm
Yeah.
on, I'm on.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That boy said.
But I
that
got so
package.
excited my freshman year, like first day coming to the rec, I was like, oh, it's like this? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Like people know how to play for real. Like,
Yeah. But Phil, you definitely just sounded self-aware, and that was one of the topics that Theo wanted to talk about is self-awareness. So what exactly did you want to talk about as far as self-awareness goes?
Just the importance of being honest with yourself. And not necessarily like a lot of people think that self-awareness is thinking about things that you don't have.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really not it. Like it's really you being honest with a self check-in. During quarantine, like I went through a 3-day water fast.
Shout out to see now you fuck with the vibes. I'm glad you said that.
Oh no,
we,
for
we,
sure.
We always give Phil a hard time.
I do it
'cause-
every year.
okay, but
Okay, yeah.
we give you a hard time for your first time, and you try to do like a 10-day water fast.
I did.
And
my
he was
I
going
made
to
it
work.
5 days.
It wasn't
Not
like
working
during
yet.
pandemic where he was chilling inside.
Yeah.
Now I work
He
6
was-
hours a week. I
he
almost passed
was
out.
working.
I almost died.
I
You
know.
would
Well, not
walk in-
died, but
You gotta do that on
definitely
Christmas break.
Right.
But I'm glad you said you do that though, because I do preach. Since I've been vegan, I do a water fast 3 days, usually around the 6-month mark. And I just think it's good for people. It teaches you discipline. You learn your hunger pains, and you just learn like just to fight through actual like, God damn, this sucks.
Yeah,
Like-
you're forced to.
Yeah.
And shoot, you really realize how much time you spend thinking and functioning around food too.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Because dog, there was a lot of extra time, and I'm like, dang, I be eating snacks like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, man, what? You know,
Yo, wait, like,
but,
these days need to hurry up.
wait,
Why do they feel so
right.
fast but so long right now?
What's your hardest day on the fast?
Second day for sure.
Yo, second. The first is mine.
The first day, I got the adrenaline. You know, it's like, oh, we locked in Kobe system. You know, second day, it's like, yeah, I want a Snickers.
Yeah, and
know?
I feel like that makes sense. I have never done that, but I feel like first day, okay, this is easy, and second day is probably
I've
So-
done like
so
2-day fast, like not on purpose. I just like, oh,
you
looked
feel
up.
like you forgot to eat.
Yeah.
See, for me, the
that's
first
real.
day I go through it. Like I'm like, cause all I want to think about is food. So that first day for me is like, cause I know I'm about like before I go.
You psyching yourself out.
Yeah, before I
already.
do it, I'm like, all right, I'm about to do it. I'm on
That's
my
what Theo was
calendar,
talking
and
about.
I'm looking up to when I start.
Right.
And as soon as I start, I'm like 2 hours in. I'm like, damn, it'd be nice to eat something right now.
So
Yeah.
Theo, you do it on like a weekend or like during
Oh
the
no!
week?
So I did it during my work week in quarantine. So I was teaching from home.
Okay.
Smart.
And so with that, I was forced, or not really forced to, but I was looking at videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was real big into Abraham Hicks at the time.
Who's that? I don't know. who
So
that is.
Abraham Hicks is a she's real big on creating like energy and like your vortex and the energy you attract and what you put out, things like that. And I came across a video about paradigm shifts. And at the time I came back from Finland and I was transitioning out of my college habits when it came to women.
Good
And,
question.
like,
Finland got some bad blondies out there, huh?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. It gets dark at like 3 something
Oh no.
at PM. So women are just in their house.
That sucks.
It is definitely different when you are in a Scandinavian country and there ain't a lot of men around.
Oh, it's all women?
I'm not gonna say it's all women, but there's definitely a lot of women in need.
So I've always thought like the Scandinavian countries had like bad like.
Oh no,
blonde
they're
hair,
all right.
blue-eyed.
So they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the women are gorgeous, but definitely in Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could, bro. No.
Oh my god.
But so I looked at it. I saw a video on paradigm shifts, and I was transitioning out of my old mindset when it came to women, you know, being afraid of commitment. And I was like, yo, why am I afraid of commitment?
You a nigga.
No, I was traumatized.
Yo, Theo, real question said, "Is there anything off limits?" Like,
No, hey, that is hilarious. But
No.
but nah, I used to be that, you know, in that sense. But now it's like I saw that my parents' divorce had a bigger effect on me than I thought.
Okay.
And so when I was able to have that uncomfortable realization, and it's like, yo, it's time to stop blaming them and like actually make yourself open to this space.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like me being disciplined. Nah, bro, I was not committing out of fear, man.
Yeah,
I had to be honest
feel you
with
on
that.
that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so with that self-awareness now, I done did something that's extremely comfortable for me to do. So everything else, okay, why am I holding off on certain projects? Being honest with yourself, because when you have that self-awareness, you're able to step outside of any situation and look at it for what it is, not the effects that it has on you and like your control of it. And so when I'm looking at procrastination, I'm not looking at how comfortable procrastination is for me. I'm looking at it from procrastination and how that helps my goal. Does it help? No. I got to eliminate it.
yeah.
You know, point blank period. And not think about, but if I eliminate it, then this. Like, if you're really honest with being in the space of being self-aware, you know what your habits are, and you understand, okay, I might not eliminate this habit today, but let's start a process to eliminate it. Right. And I think a lot of the reason why I said it was because through TP6, it's definitely something that I push, because you have to be self-aware in order to take full accountability for anything, because everything is on you, and you finally realize that.
Yeah.
Y'all
Nah,
niggas
I feel-
hiring? Because I feel like I'm self-aware, and I like that you preach that, because I feel like once a person is self-aware, you could be that nigga in your own space.
Right.
Like, and I've always like feel like I'm that nigga. Like, y'all niggas know me, and
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
always been like, I don't know what y'all niggas tell me. I'm that nigga.
Right.
And I think it's because I know exactly who I am, and I'm unapologetic as to who I am. It's like, oh, well, you wild this, you wild that. Am I wild? I mean, I say wild shit, but I don't know.
So
Right.
Phil, you just a complicated creature. We all know this. There's no secret to this. You self-aware, extremely self-aware, but also a part of you, it lies to us. Like, we'll
What do you
tell
mean? I don't like that.
So I'm not calling you a liar. I mean, I guess I am.
And it's what's the one thing I don't like?
Liars, I guess.
Exactly. I don't like lying.
But because I know you know things about yourself, and you admit it all the time, and you make fun of yourself, like you laugh about all this stuff, whatever. But then when we tell you, Phil, you're this way, and you're like, no, I'm not. But it's clearly that you are this way. You get what I'm saying, AJ?
I know what you're saying.
It's just
Okay.
part of him is that he likes to argue or he likes to
that's
deny.
true,
He likes to deny. So even if he knows, like, I know the truth,
Y'all might have a good
I'm
point.
still not gonna admit it.
So
kinda
that's a
thing.
major flaw of you, Phil. And that's the one thing I feel like you're not self-aware of. You're 100.
That I like to argue?
No, yes. Okay, we'll say that you like to argue.
Like you like to disagree.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we had that podcast about that, I actually agreed with y'all. And you was like, bro, you like to disagree? And I was like, no. And I was like, damn, y'all got me.
It wasn't that fast, though. It was an entire
but then I was
argument.
like, all right, y'all got me. Y'all
Yeah,
niggas
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
I
self-awareness.
I feel like
It's because I got brothers, bro. It's just, we argued a lot.
Yeah.
So if ever I
that
niggas say
is
something
true.
I don't agree with, I'm just like, you wrong. Even if they clearly right. And I'm not going to admit you right. Because,
That's true.
then I got to admit I was wrong. And I don't like doing that either.
But I feel like I also have that self-awareness. It's just in certain aspects of life,
Right.
I lack motivation. So it's like talking about procrastination. Like, I 100% know I procrastinate, but it's like, I know I'm gonna get it done.
At some point, like
Yeah, so sometimes I'm just lazy, and I had a talk with a coworker about this, and she's like, no, you're not lazy, so on and so forth. But I feel like it goes back to my self-awareness. I know that I can be lazy in certain aspects of life. Like when it comes to working out or whatever, like I'm very regimented, which AJ, you pointed out. But anything else, I'm just like, whatever. It'll get done when it gets done.
No, that's real, man. I actually, bro, and you know what's crazy? I actually had a coaching session yesterday. It just kept me up all night. But and somebody was coaching me, and my self-awareness when it comes to dating was, I thought my self-awareness was like, okay, I'm gonna stay solid, and you know, someone will come on. All right, cool. So when I explained my perspective to the person who was coaching me, I was talking about all the things that modern women, you know, like that I don't care about, but in a way that, you know, they want a certain age, certain income now. And it's like, oh, it's a process. You know, I don't got it now. You feel me? And I'm talking to her as far as like, I'm not flashy. And I feel like, especially women in Houston, that's what they like. Yeah. You know, whatever, whether it's true or not, it's what I've experienced, right?
So it's a lot like South Florida.
Really?
I would say it's the only reason why it's not like South Florida is because there's so many. I don't know if South Florida is like beautiful people live here,
but they ain't got no substance,
right? But beautiful people live here, right?
But they beautiful.
And that's a norm.
Yep.
There's a lot of beautiful people in Houston, but beautiful people ain't a norm in Houston.
But they slugging in Houston. Crazy.
But because of that, they're access to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And so, long story short, I was talking to her in that tone, and then she reciprocated everything back to me. And I'm thinking I'm speaking from a tone of, I know my worth and whatever, woo-woo. Or not really worth, but I know who I am, whatever.
Yeah.
And when she like paraphrased everything, I said, yo, who did you just listen to? You know, so my self-awareness when it came to dating, it was, I may have been aware of my position compared to what I'm hearing women want. Instead of like, bro, like look at the attributes that you already have.
Yeah.
And look how far you've come. Like, good Lord. It's like, yo, just keep going.
Yeah. So are you the shooter or the shootee?
Wait, what?
Are you the one?
I know the opposite for shooter.
I always.
So I felt like shootee was appropriate. I didn't.
You about to answer too? You're like,
you knew what I meant, though. You knew what I meant.
No, he didn't. But
because
I've known Phil long enough. Even within our group, I always have to be Phil's translator.
Yeah.
Because I feel like me and Phil, in a lot of ways, are alike. I think what he's asking is, when it comes to the dating scene or just hollering at people, are you the one going after women, or are women the one going after you? Is that what you're asking, Phil?
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Right. So I like the pursuit. You know what I mean? What I don't enjoy is when the pursuit is just like bleh.
Yeah.
You know, like, yo, if you don't want to talk, just say that. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. You know, because I'm approaching you because I'm not afraid of a no.
Right.
But it's hard out here for women because, you know, you try to talk to them and then they feel like if you say no, they might get attacked or some shit.
Right. So watch this. I haven't proven any stereotypes yet. Give me a chance. Because as men, we're not, you know, we're not like, oh, you know what? She got eyelashes. She gon' this is her.
She got eyelashes.
Like men not like that. Like we're like, oh, I can look at that every day. Let me go over there and talk to that.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
That's
like
hilarious,
it's simple. And then and so I definitely like to approach and talk, but my thing is I'm not gonna force a conversation.
Yeah. And
so I hope that, you know, that they can really hold a conversation with somebody that they don't know, because how else are you gonna meet people? And then it's just some people you talk to, and then it's just like, oh, you okay? Let me just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
People
you know,
too used to texting all the time.
Yeah, people ain't got
face-to-face.
no social
No,
skills.
I mean,
no
and
more,
mind
bro.
you know, quarantine. That's that's an effect of it. But even before that, like, bro, we all survived the thirsty epidemic. Like, think about that.
We did. When was that?
Oh, you thirsty?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
facts.
Like we survived that.
But I'm even before that. I'm from when girls danced and it was just dancing.
And
Like,
they look back and give you that,
bro,
Okay,
like
okay,
I'm
yeah,
from
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from that. Like, you go grab, let's dance, and hey, we on that. You can't even, excuse me,
Yeah, see,
like,
I'm
like
happy.
what you here
Right.
for?
Yeah, I'm happy
Right.
I'm in a relationship now because trying that in 2021,
Oh, it's tough,
I'd
dog.
be way too scared.
It's tough.
Nah,
bro.
bro,
Because
ain't
you
no
really
way.
have to walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
And not because you're scared of the woman. You're scared of you're not scared, but you're hesitant to see if you want to deal with the reaction
Facts.
of the woman.
Facts.
Yes.
You know, you don't know if you're going to get a, boy, bye. Or you're going to get someone that's like, oh, yeah, I do see that dude with a booger in his nose. You know, like where you just having funny conversations, doing stuff like that. So, I mean.
I just miss the old days where people went out to dance. Like,
Right.
it's just weird now because you see a bunch of, it'd be like a group of bad women.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 of them all look
But now it's
good.
just in VIP section. Yeah.
Yeah,
Themselves.
that's it. Just taking photos,
bottles,
and
sparklers.
you with your mans, and you think like, all right, I'm a decently good looking dude. I'm not ugly. I'm not the most beautiful nigga, but I ain't ugly, right?
Right.
And I'm with my homie. He ain't ugly, so we got a shot. Then you go up there and like, nah, we good. Damn, word, really?
I think that's has a lot to do with being down here too, though.
Yeah.
Or, I mean,
It's a
you
huge-
feel the
I
same way in
mean,
Houston.
I think it's just a major city thing.
Yeah.
I told somebody yesterday, like, just watch the population growth of any city that Drake raps about.
That's facts.
Houston, and there's a lot more people that's living in Houston that's not
Facts,
from
yo.
Houston, right?
A lot of
And
people.
what happened? Drake talked about Houston like 4 years ago.
We don't talk about Chicago
Crazy.
much other than the Chicago freestyle, but y'all know how it is in Chicago because y'all
Yeah.
been there with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
It's still Chicago. Still, you know what I'm saying. The women shoot. They still like to have a good time. I thought Houston was cool. Like when I was seeing when I initially had first went out there, like I got love. It was straight. I just thought that the women was just slugging. I didn't think it was a lot of like super beautiful women out
Right.
there, like you mentioned.
Right.
But I was like, damn, every girl out here slugging. Something crazy. Even the little ones.
Yeah.
Like it was cheeks everywhere, bro.
Oh, that's what slugging mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
just-
you
that's-
didn't.
that's
You
it.
were trying to
I gotta look
figure
at the
it out.
translator. I was like,
Yeah,
You're
okay.
like,
It mean
I
fat
thought they
ass.
was shooting.
Nah,
Shooting
it mean-
slugs.
It mean fat ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
She got
it's,
a snail.
it's,
Yeah.
the cheeks
Theo's
is dragging
like-
to the ground. It's slugging the grass, pulling gravity down.
This is a
Bro,
Phil specific.
All right.
Nah, that's a
verbiage.
Joliet thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Chicago
It's
thing.
Chicago,
yeah.
Chicago Joliet
But
thing, yeah.
Theo's this whole time like he's like, I'm talking about girls. You keep bringing up bullets.
Shoot.
Like, he's like, what do
Nah,
they
got-
have?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are
they
these
got fat
women
asses.
are like
My
shooters
bad.
and you
Some
like
juicy smoothie shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so that's what I noticed. They was all got nice butts. Big
Yeah.
butts. Like
But
they
that-
southern thick, and they all big. Like not like fat big, like just sturdy. Like Meg Thee
Sturdy-
Stallion- like
sturdy
Meg
is
Thee
a good
Stallion
word.
big.
Sturdy is a good word. I mean, there's don't get me wrong. There's beautiful women in Houston, but it's like, it's weird, bro.
I felt like a little nigga out there. Ain't gonna lie to you.
You felt like a little nigga.
To the women out there,
oh,
I
because
felt
yeah,
like a
people are
little
big.
nigga.
Oh,
Like,
We
I
got
felt
small
like a
people
little
out
nigga.
here.
oh
Yeah.
no, I feel that. But
But yeah, that goes kind of into another one of your topics. You said women in the disconnect of are with realistic male perspectives.
oh man, and this is just something that I've seen from experience and even talking to some of my homegirls or even women that are older than me. You know what they really expect from a dude now, because at least in the minority community, it's like the game has changed. Black women
Yeah.
are going crazy right now, doing their thing,
Going stupid.
you know. And I tell and now the requirements are different, which is great. Not and my thing is, I'm not saying that that's not good to have.
Right.
Like, have your requirements and understand the pool that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's fine. Like, bro, you can go after the over 6 feet, the 6 figures. You can go after the lifestyle, and everybody's saying the same thing. Like, go after that. Just don't be disappointed if you're not gonna find that exactly how you
Yeah.
want it.
It's slim pickings. Y'all got to know y'all outnumber that pool.
Right. And I tell people all the time, there's a difference. Like, black women are underestimated. Black men are feared. I can shock a lot of people being underestimated. Yeah. You know, and with the progression of black, it takes a little bit longer. You know, for the majority, these success stories that we see, it's not the majority. Otherwise, they wouldn't be success stories. They would be normal. But everyone's not thinking. Yeah. They're just reacting. And so I heard and what's interesting is when you don't have, it's almost like you're inadequate. Yeah. It's not like, okay, you know, you can possess it. Oh, you don't have?
Yeah. No. It's instant. They want it now, and it's like, yo, shorty, chill. Even if I had it, I probably wouldn't even talk to you, but like, this is weird. And then that's why I'm glad I got a girl.
Right. Same, man. And then what's the rebuttal? What's the rebuttal to that? Like, what's the rebuttal to that? Oh,
it's vice versa. We're the same.
You should strive to want to be more.
Oh yeah,
Who said I wasn't?
Right.
Just because you don't see it.
Yeah, no. Exactly. They want the finished product right now.
And it's like, dog, you if women really had the answers on how men should be good, would we, like, first off, do you really think you have those answers? And two, of course we're not going to listen. You know what I mean? Because you've never been a man a day in your life. We're not giving women advice.
Right,
like, just call it what it is. Men, we're just saying.
I mean, they try to, but you know, because women be complaining like, man.
No, but from a male, like, I will never go into a room with women and say, listen, this is what y'all need to do.
Right.
Like, no, I would say, all right, this might be what he's thinking.
All right, maybe think about this.
Nah, I tell.
What do you guys think about that? Yeah.
You better than me. I be telling my homegirls that you tripping. Nah, folks, you need to do this. Cause I'm a dude. If you want my honest opinion, I'm gonna tell you how a man thinks. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what we expect. And I agree with you that, like, women now want the finished product. Problem is, men, when they are the finished product, they want a woman that's been through the process with them. We don't even want a chick that want the finished product because we know what she after.
See, but
I mean, that's me personally.
Okay.
Like, if I'm a finished product, I don't want a woman, like, after I'm a finished. I'd rather stick with the girl that stayed down until I got there, and then she just be, you know what I'm saying, that one.
And this may be a flaw of mine, and not to say that any of the girls that I've been with are this way at all, but for me, if you're obviously physically attractive and that's what gets me to you in the first place to even have a conversation with you,
right?
And then after that, I can have a conversation with you. Like, I'm not looking for all these things. Yeah. Like, if we have a good time kicking it, we enjoy each other's company, and we want to be in a relationship together, then it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's coming from, because traditionally men were the provider, so we're not going out somewhere looking for someone to be at the same level as us at minimum. You know.
Yeah. So if I was at my peak where I want to be in life, I'm making a bunch of money. Like, I'm not looking for a certain type of girl. Like, I can have a girl that is the finished product. I can have a girl that's at the bottom. Right. As long as she's dope, I can spend time with her. Like, I'm not looking for all these check boxes, which a lot of, and it was another thing that you wanted to talk about is simplifying life. Like, for me, not to say that I have life figured out, but I'm not someone that's stressed out. I say all the time on the podcast, it's my personality, but I'm not, I live life in the moment, which can also be another huge flaw. But I feel like it could also be a positive thing because I'm not out here stressing about what about the future, what about this, what about that. I'm just enjoying this very second in life.
Right.
I mean, you could do both, though. You can plan for the future and still live day
You
to
can.
day.
You can.
Because, I live like you. The only thing I really stress out about is work. But that's because it's work. Yeah, like, outside of work, I'm not stressed out at all. Most things don't even bother me. And I literally live for, like, spontaneity and just being like, oh, I met some random folks and they invited me on the boat, and now I'm in the boat in the middle of nowhere with some people I don't know, but hey, I had a good time.
Yeah, but going back to the relationship type stuff, and maybe you've been this way, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people, they might end a relationship before it starts, or end a relationship because it's in its beginning stages, because they see something that might potentially be a red flag down the line. Right. Instead of maybe letting that thing develop or correcting itself. And that's why I feel like I've never really had a relationship problems because I go with the flow. I
Right.
let it happen.
Right.
I don't end shit just because, like, you always hear the corny shit that girls say, like, oh, I care about you too much, so I'm gonna end it, because they worried about some shit in the future instead of just worrying about now.
Okay, so I see where that is. No,
On
that's
both
true.
sides.
You know, so I'll be transparent. So recently, like a year ago, like was the first time where I was dating somebody and I had love for them. You know, and I had to stop it. I chose to because of religious differences.
Okay.
What are you?
I feel like
Can
that's
ask you
I
that?
feel like that's a fair point, though.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Jesus is my Lord and Savior.
So it is Muslim, Islamic.
No, Christian. I mean, but I look at it more. That's a whole other conversation. But she was. You said what was she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was Pakistani, so from
Yeah.
Muslim.
Damn,
And,
Pakistani, I'm jealous, man.
And this man is hilarious. And then
I ain't gonna lie to you, that on my list.
And so what happened was like I was to a point in my life where first time to where I was really having that conversation of, Theo, do you want to move forward with this, right? And like the simple boxes: have fun, attractive, you know, kind, funny, and worked out with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm good. It was just I wasn't sure how heavy the religion thing was for me.
Yeah.
Did y'all have that conversation?
We did.
Okay.
On 3 different occasions, and the last one, it was just we were getting to a point where it was gonna be something,
Yeah.
and me knowing that I wasn't sure about this, it was gonna fester. But I'm not saying it as it was gonna be a red flag. I purely wasn't sure I was ready to move forward
Yeah.
because I didn't know if that was something that was mandatory for me.
I think that's smart, and I think more people should do that, because even though a person may disagree with you, I think one, you being honest,
Right.
and they'll respect your decision. And I think the biggest thing in relationship is if you're in a relationship, if you can look at the person, even if they like break your heart or y'all break up, if you can be like, well, they kept it a buck with me.
Right. Kept it
I
like
can't
always.
even
Yeah.
be mad at you.
Right.
Even if I'm hurt, I can't be mad because I'm like, you kept it a buck.
Right.
So
Right.
you kept it a buck. So that I think that's dope that you did that,
Right.
instead of being like finding a bitch ass excuse to kind of like weasel out.
Cause I couldn't, man. I couldn't because I cared about it too much, man. And that's why I'm very intentional about who I deal with now.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm ready for that space.
And if you would have kept going down that road, you would get more attached or more
Right.
possibly.
And so I think of, I don't know how, you know, you guys knowledge in science, but I think of relationships as like carbon.
Okay.
To where like your attachment to it, because you learn from it, it never really completely dissipates. It's just the further away you get from it, the less it's charged.
Yeah.
And the less, you know, the more dormant it gets.
Yeah.
But you still learn from it, so it still exists. But if I'm connected to it and we're still texting and I know nothing's gonna go from it, like that carbon gonna charge up, and it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
You too smart right now.
know,
Yeah,
it's
we
gonna be
got
really
Stephen A on the podcast.
real, I
We
need
got
this
Neil
man
deGrasse
said-
Tyson, Theo, all this shit
I
rolling.
need you to dumb it down to astrology, my man. You into the astrology and shit?
Nah, bro.
Talk
honestly,
horoscopes with me, my
dog,
boy.
I don't believe in astrology because how can you look at the stars before the technology was created? You know, whatever. But that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you look easy? You don't have the pollution.
Yeah, but you
Bro,
can still
listen.
you seeing shit with the naked eye, bro.
Right.
That's not.
You can see stars clearly with
But
the naked
you
eye.
didn't know what at that time. They didn't know what that was because they didn't see it.
True, but that's what made the Egyptians great. Because you know the Egyptians created astrology, which then led to science. and math.
Astronomy or
Astrology, astronomy is in the same.
astrology is like
The Greeks took it from the Africans.
okay. I was thinking of astrology like what's your
Right, the study of space. That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
I was thinking about like horoscopes.
No,
nigga. I
no.
said-
So that's
I-
astrology.
Yeah, I said dumb it down for me because you was talking about carbon. I'm like, got lost. I'm like, hey, nigga, talking astrology terms like
so-
Cancers and Sagittarius verbiage.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. What is that?
Do you believe in that, Theo?
No,
If you don't believe in that, then I fuck with you. I thought you.
Nah, bro. Like people ask me all the time, "What's my zodiac?" I say dragonfly. Like, bro, I'll be like, bro, I don't believe that.
Why,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
believe that you wake just because you born in when you born in?
June 6th.
Oh, so you a Capricorn?
I'm a dragonfly.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. Because
I like
my
that.
thing is like I couldn't control when I was born and stuff like this. You know. So what's your zodiac sign?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell Gemini. Like, bitch, what? Like I had a choice. Like I was like, I want that one. Yes, I'm a Gemini. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you know. And then I just believe everything is too broad that you can apply it to anybody.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I say all
Facts.
the time.
You know.
Facts. Yeah. That's
And
why I think horoscopes are so popular.
or a
Right.
mood you're feeling at a certain time, or like how you act at a certain day.
Come on.
But you
bro.
know how they make it even more bullshit? Because one, it's already broad, like Theo just said, and like I've said. But then they try to make it even more broad so it applies to everyone. Because then they're like, "What's your rising moon in your set?" Like, bro, because I'm a Leo rising or some shit like that.
But what's your Earth sign? Like I'm a water
But
sign.
that's where it gets more
I'm
specific.
an avatar.
But no, I feel like that makes it more broad. Because now I'm fitting in more boxes than.
But low key though, I ain't gonna lie. I used to read horoscopes in high school. Those was good stuff. Some good motivation. You wake up and
Hey,
be
I
like,
be-
you
I
read
believe it.
you read a little thing that says today you feel great, your fucking stars is in alignment,
Yeah.
and you're gonna meet somebody new. And I'd be like, damn, today about to be a great fucking day.
Yeah.
Then you meet somebody new and you be like, this shit is true. Not realizing you met somebody new because you had it already in your mind, like I'm about to meet somebody new.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Yeah.
probably could have did that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's like the
Uh,
power of manifestation. that
Yeah,
people
but I also
talk to,
think
like,
now
just
women
write it
that be
down.
super into astrology are full of shit.
I-
You can't trust them types.
I ain't gonna use the S word, but they definitely are
They suspect.
are-
Sus.
are weird.
Definitely weird.
I'll say they're weird.
Yeah.
And the reason why and what's even weirder to me is like you have more faith in somebody creating like an astrology note than what you actually feel.
Yeah.
Like you're not trusting your discernment at all.
Mm-hmm.
You're manipulating it to fit a quote.
Yeah, but I be seeing a lot of women getting into these this like earthy space, and I'm like, the space that Zach hates, and I say
Yeah.
earth strong. They be like committed to it. I like certain language, like I change my words to certain things because actual like words have actual meanings.
Right.
And if I like agree with a term of something, I'm like, oh, I appreciate that. But it'd be like people that actually change like their whole life, and then I'm like, y'all full of shit. They want, like the earthy type people that don't like to shave their underarms and.
I mean, it's the same as like,
But it's
I'm,
like-
I'm plant based, so it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Me
It's just,
too.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's just whatever.
Good shit, my dog out here. Why the
It's
fast
whatever
eating
you
his
want
veggies?
to. Whatever it is to you. Like to some people,
Right.
True.
Right.
Like that could be their ulterior way of getting that motivation or getting that.
I just
that
think most
thing.
of them are full of shit. I haven't met one where I connected with like on a personal level, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I've met a lot of people and I've hung out with a lot of different types, but I haven't met one that's actually genuine in it, which is mine.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
think
I
most-
see what
you know
you-
what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying.
Cause like I done hang out, I be around some grimy niggas sometime, but I'm like, that dude's cool. He just grimy, so I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You take him for what he is,
Right.
and then you be like y'all niggas are like genuinely just good ass dudes, which
Yeah.
is why in Florida I hang around y'all. Cause when I got out here, I'm like, I'm gonna surround myself with good people. Southern Illinois, not so much. I was with some niggas, which is cool with my niggas, but them some niggas.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just find good people. So I haven't met anybody in that earthy space that I'm just like, I like them for them.
Yeah.
So while we on the relationship stuff, what's y'all thoughts on Will and Jada? I feel like every 2 months.
What
Jada-
happened?
They
Yeah, I don't
spent
know- I
that
don't know what happened
story.
either.
They spent that story and shit happened.
So explain, because I've only
Yeah,
I
I don't-
fell
I
for
don't
the
know what
clickbaits
happened.
and all that.
Nah, it was clickbait because Jada was saying how I haven't even read the full article, but Jada Pinkett Smith, whatever, she was saying how like they've been married for like 20 years.
Yeah,
She was like, relationships hard, and you can't expect for your partner to always know what you're thinking. And she was the sum of what she was saying was like, when you're in a relationship and a marriage for that long, you can't try to forecast and be a mind reader. The person has to tell you what they want so you can accommodate them, and vice versa. Y'all have to have those uncomfortable conversations. So everybody took that as like she just said Will was bad in bed, or like
So how
Wait,
did-
what? How did they get that
Yeah,
from
Wait,
that?
I'm mad
because
I'm
it was
mad
a
at myself,
because it was a
usually I do-
conversation about, I think sex was brought up.
Yes.
And so she was saying like, oh, there's been times in my relationship where the sex wasn't there. But she's saying that as like, that's with any long relationship, you just lose lust.
Yeah.
Or like you lose that
Oh.
Right.
affection. She was like, and the part of that was because we expect them to know what we want. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
It's like you be with somebody so long and you can be like, damn, like my girl haven't noticed. I want her to like, she should know like I like when girls wear lingerie. She don't ever dress up for me. Like shit like that.
Gotcha.
So wait, so what? So are they in an open relationship?
That's what everyone is.
I
leading to
think
believe.
so.
Then she could admit to it with all this out seen her.
Well, no,
Yeah.
she meant to cheating. She just flashed. Yeah, she cheated.
But I think on the Red Table Talk, they've said
They've
or
sworn,
alluded to
yeah,
that they have other partners and whatnot.
Because Will says she's not used to a traditional relationship. She comes from a family where open relationships were like norm.
Yes.
And
yes,
so
correct.
Will Smith said he had to get open to the concept of like a non-traditional relationship, which is like a monogamous, like one spouse relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are swinging, but I think the August Alsina situation was different because I don't think Will knew about it.
I don't know. I don't know about swinging.
But-
Because swinging is very specific.
Well, maybe
but-
not swingers, but they
but
like
yeah.
they've been outside of their relationship.
Yeah.
Is what I'm assuming.
Right.
Which I think more people in our generation are probably pushing towards in the future.
You think?
Anyways. I think so. Because I think
I don't know.
this idea of monogamy, bro, is loose.
I think
I don't know if it's gonna be more, but actually no, it'll probably be more because it'd be probably less
It'd be
people
more
cheating,
accepted,
less
yeah.
people like I
So,
guess cheating.
Yeah, I think cheating has become more of the norm in this generation. Like it's accepted.
You think so?
I don't think it's accepted, but it's like
It's more tolerated.
Yeah,
it's tolerated
yeah,
if you guys have like an not agreement but an understanding or something.
Yeah.
In a way.
But is it cheating if you have an understanding?
Nah, it's not.
cheating.
It's not cheating.
Which is why I think
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not.
Which is why I think
Cheating.
being open would be moving forward is going to be more of a acceptable.
More of a thing rather than more people getting
Yeah.
divorced.
Because it's like I love you, but
So all right. Hopefully this analogy works because I'm thinking about this right now. It's like being in a relationship and like being open to like having other sexual partners. It's like an open book test. Like you're able to look.
I
at
get
your
what you're
notes,
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
get
know,
what you're saying.
but cheating is like.
That's
Okay.
That's,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that was a perfect
right.
example.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Because I know, and honestly, I think it's pushing. The roles are reversed. Like women are being praised for having the same habits that men are being demasculated for.
right.
yeah.
You know, so I think there's definitely going to be a paradigm shift to where women are going to be so focused on this Miss Independent thing and not needing anybody that
lonely
they're going
as
to be the
hell.
new niggas.
Yeah. Be lonely as
And
hell.
then,
always be lonely than a mother.
right? And
But they don't believe us though.
And then men, and I'm not saying all men. There's like three different pockets of men. There's just men that just don't care. They just gonna be that. Then there's men in the middle where it's like, yo, I got experiences, but I'm ready to settle down. That's the little pocket we in. Then there's the men that's like, baby, please, baby, please.
Baby,
You know, like
Yeah.
those where it's like,
simp ass niggas.
you know, the simps, and I don't even know if that's a derogatory term, but
it's
like a lot of dudes get
derogatory
offended by
term.
that.
Nigga, you a simp. That's,
Like you a simp, you know?
Cause
Like,
it's real. Cause niggas be simping.
Like, what do you mean you get in trouble by your girl? I'm a grown man. Get in
Nah,
trouble?
wait, time out. You can get in trouble by your girl. I don't be
Listen
simping, but
to
I be
me.
getting in trouble.
Listen to me.
You can get in trouble by your girl, and
You
I'm a
better.
dying. I feel like
We better talk.
I feel like I'm dominant neutral. Like I'm not like a rule with an iron fist. I'm
Yeah.
a look shorty. We
Get
ain't,
in
you know what I'm saying?
trouble?
Not like.
Now,
like
if there's a
whooping.
disagreement,
Yeah.
Cool.
Me and Tatiana, we get into fights over small things that I know that bothers her and whatnot. I don't know if I'd say,
I got in trouble.
yeah, I got in trouble.
Right. Like, think about it.
When I say trouble, like
Like she got the
I
belt,
wouldn't make
like-
a decision without taking her feelings or talking to her about it.
No,
So
no,
if I'm like, I ain't gonna
right.
do this because I'm gonna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But not like I can't do this.
She's gonna get
No,
upset.
so
She's
I
gonna get
use it
upset.
loosely.
Nah, I'm in
Oh,
trouble.
okay, I see what you're saying.
I use it very.
So it's
loosely.
more like make her upset.
Yeah.
That's
Got
what
you.
you mean.
It's
That's-
not like I'm not gonna be on punishment. She gonna steal off my ass.
Right. So like I'm like, so it's like
You
no,
did
you
what?
on punishment.
Punch my ass. Oh, stop hitting me, babe.
Right.
You can't go.
But it's like no, you're on punishment. You got to sit on the couch.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can't go out with
Like,
your
no, no,
boys.
no.
Like nah, the hell nah.
Oh,
We
no,
ain't-
Tatiana's definitely told me I got to sleep on the couch before. That's definitely happened.
We not listen.
But I've also said, no, I'm not, and continue to sleep in the bed.
right,
With
right.
your pants on.
Be-
too.
no,
your big
because,
boy pants.
because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you discipline children.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the
Exactly.
last time we've been disciplined?
Yeah.
I got yelled at. I got in trouble. When I got called 30, I got in trouble. I did. Get
You
in trouble.
30.
I got in trouble.
Yeah, you got in trouble.
But by-
he was being a child though, so he was good.
Yo.
I got in trouble for that, but I deserved that one. But most times I see what you're saying. Like, my trouble is used as a term loosely as like, I just want a happy relationship. So I
Right.
try not to do shit that's gonna piss my girl off.
Right.
Yeah, happy wife,
Happy life. Yeah. So niggas be like, man, you can't do that because I was like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that because I'm not trying to go home and fight over this dumb shit.
Right.
Like it ain't that
Yeah.
serious.
But that's different than like, what is this?
Nah, my girl ain't. My girl ain't.
this?
Give me your keys. You're going nowhere.
Right. You're like, I'm sorry. You're like, bitch, what?
Stop playing with me, shorty.
Like, come on, man.
But
So yeah.
Speaking of them type of niggas, did y'all see that story? That dude that makes $15,000 a week,
I actually was gonna talk about that,
Bro.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He
Sign
got
me
a
up.
sugar mama.
He's a sugar baby.
Yeah, he a sugar baby.
I've been trying to be a sugar baby for years before I
and
got
she
into
pays him $15,000
A month.
A month.
To do what?
whatever she wants.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Oh,
but
no,
I guess
I don't know. I don't know
a
what
part
this-
a part of the article that I saw it was that she didn't pay him last month because he didn't clean the pool out.
I
So-
mean, if it
That's
ain't,
wild.
as long as ain't no gay shit.
No, he's
Yeah.
easily doing that, bro. If she's into that stuff, bro.
Yeah, she pegging,
the beads and all.
As long as there ain't
point.
nothing like, you know what I'm saying, no booty hole play
Yeah.
on my end and
15,000. You go with math. 15,000 a year is what?
15,000. That's
15 times
over
A year? You mean a month?
15,000 a month.
For a
in
15 a
year.
month. That's over 175,000.
Okay. Yeah.
If not more. Probably more. I just don't feel like calculating right now.
I'd be like, bro, you stupid. You didn't miss out on the bath for not cleaning the pool.
I messed around and like I got scared of having to shoot mama.
Really?
I was too young, bro.
I wanted to show
I was
mama.
24. Like I wasn't ready for that.
So, again, going back to Phil's analogy, were you shooting or was she shooting?
That one, it was kind of, we both saw each other and it was like cool. So I definitely went over.
Got you.
And
Like, how many years your senior?
she was, I was 24, so she was 33, 34.
Nah,
at the
see,
time.
that ain't
That's,
old
yeah,
enough.
that's not too bad.
I wanted a
not.
cougar. I'm talking, wow.
Oh, like
I wanted
that?
at least 20 years older.
Oh, at least 20.
At least 20.
I
At
don't
the time
know,
I was
man.
like
I think-
27. I was looking for like 47, 50-year-olds. I wanted a route. Cougar.
You know what? The thing is that the women that I'm attracted to that are that much older, they approach me like, oh, you look like a fuckboy.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, that's really like when I be going out, I be like, do I really want to fight these stereotypes today? Or do I just want to chill?
Damn, you
All
the
right.
fuckboy
Yeah.
stereotype?
Long hair, athlete, tats.
I get the nerd every single time.
I
Nerd.
wish I got the nerve, bro.
Nerd, bro. I get the nerd shit every rep.
I wish I got the nerve, but I'm like, oh, bro, you know how hard it is to not convince. Oh, well, I don't convince nobody, but to overcome that stereotype of being
Yeah.
a fuck boy.
It
See,
is.
I
It's
can't relate.
because inherently you would deny if you were. You'd
I
be
mean,
like, no,
but,
no, of course
right,
not. Yeah,
but it's like, all right, I would never call myself a fuck boy. I had my streak of a thoughtness. Like I'll
Streak of
agree to
thoughtness.
that.
Did
you
you
know,
have fuckboy behavior?
no, I was honest.
All right.
I was honest.
I've been called a fuckboy. I was actually saving the girl's phone as a fuckboy. Like her
Oh,
friends
yeah, I
knew me
forgot
as the
about that.
fuckboy.
And look, this is the nerd.
This is an-
You
That's
know what I
facts.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
facts.
And it's and so it's like I've always had those and it was really prevalent when I came back to FAU. And people was like, you look like I heard. And what
yeah, because you were there
heard?
before, so everyone has their stories, and
But
it's like
like-
you're this ghost or whatever.
Like, dog, I'll be
Theo
honest
the
with y'all.
fuckboy.
My first year at FAU, bro, I was a dweeb, bro.
Bro, no, people were telling me Theo's coming back next year. I'm like, bro, I never met him. Like, just like he's like, what? You haven't? Because everyone thought I'd been there for like 2-3 years or whatever.
right.
But I was a freshman. I was like, guys, like, I know you guys are older than me, but I just got here
Yeah,
yesterday.
Hey, side note, y'all Florida niggas really use dweeb. I never heard that term used until I got to Florida.
Really?
Bro, I'm like, what? Niggas a dweeb. I'm like, huh? Bro, that term is just so, I don't know. It's
That
weird
shit
to
is
me.
perfect.
That shit's so weird to me.
If it's perfect, bro.
Because we say, like, niggas is lame or goofy or
Yeah.
Mark. Like, niggas be like, this nigga's a dweeb.
Dweeb. Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
that shit's so funny.
But no, I've never been a fuck boy, dog. But like overcoming that shit and like sometimes you want to, and sometimes it's like a miracle when a woman like gives you a fair chance. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's really what it is, dog.
But you've never been a fuckboy, admittedly. To girls, you for sure have been a fuckboy.
So-
Because I'm a great guy. At least I think so. And
Nah, you an asshole, G.
and a lot of girls have called me an asshole, like you just
No,
said.
they'll call me
Yeah,
an
nah,
asshole.
it's because
they'll call me
it's-
an asshole, but not a fuck boy.
It's for you, Zach, it's because you are so in the moment all the time.
I guess
So
so.
we're like, okay, I'm not doing that now, whatever. And they're like,
Exactly.
I want him to be mad.
And you
Exactly.
soft spoken,
Yeah.
so you don't have like the super dominant like personality where it's like he's such a nice soft spoken guy. Why is he an asshole? I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I
you're an
guess so.
asshole. It's okay to be an asshole. I think it's great on the asshole side, but
Yeah, I gotta learn. I've been learning that now though, being more of an asshole in 2021 and just saying no too much, especially now because I've stretched myself way too thin with work. I feel like I don't even know what sleep is anymore. I just got way too much shit going on.
Oh wow.
you consider yourself an asshole? What do you consider yourself?
Oh, I'm definitely direct. So if in
And
today's
direct equates to
asshole.
asshole.
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, today like
Is this
like,
person mature enough to handle it, or are they gonna think of me this way? Kind of
right. And so what happens is a lot of there's so many people who are fake deep in all this and fake, in tune. Like, bro, if someone's honest and direct, you shouldn't take offense to that. You shouldn't.
thing. Right.
Like,
But
what
your feelings get hurt, bro. People act emotionally, and it's all about feelings, and nobody wants to feel bad.
Or feel like they got tried or whatever.
I get it.
Yeah,
And wasted energy.
exactly. You're still wrong, but
Wasted
that's how
energy,
people
bro.
are.
Like, bro, I would care about my feelings, dog. You know how much different our childhood would have been if motherfuckers cared about our feelings?
Facts.
Facts, bro. Niggas
Like,
is
think
hot.
about that. Like, bro,
Would it have even been fun?
Like,
Like
no.
low key.
like
Nah.
it honestly,
like
dog.
joking and stuff.
I feel like we would have no sense of not wanting to disappoint anybody.
Yeah.
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 Or not even like, or even less self awareness, because like, oh yeah, I
Right.
didn't even know that about myself.
Because everything's enabled.
But yeah,
Oh, I'm allowed to do this? Shit, I don't need to develop that part of me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Was it hard to make friends in Houston? Like male friends?
Or
Or do you have male friends in Houston?
No, I do. I got well, one of my homeboys, AJ. I got a few homeboys, but I don't really have like a friend group in Houston.
Yeah. How long you
Like-
been out there?
Going on 4, going on 5 years.
Okay.
And I'll definitely stay to myself in Houston. Like November and December, I probably won't see nobody. And it's just and that's a good question. Like, they're definitely different. Like how Texans move
Yeah.
versus Floridians, because we're used to people moving here and integrating in our communities. People will move to Texas and create their own shit.
Got you.
So those who are from Houston, like, you done known these people since you grew up in Houston, and y'all done been on the same side, been on the same AU team, all that. And so when somebody else comes in, it's like, oh yeah, what's up? It's kind of like that.
yeah.
And so it took me a minute to get into the hoop scene in Houston. Like, it took me a while. And
I felt like Florida was very cliquish.
Florida, but you're in South Florida, dog. Central Florida, bro. I can definitely put you in an environment to where, bro, you'll end up meeting people, and they'll ask you out before they ask me out.
G shit?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have landed in Central. Cause South Florida was trash. I hated you niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Florida is different. But shoot, yet again,
Speaking of which, we got to get Shot on a podcast one time.
Rashad?
Yeah.
So
So
you talk about life.
So Phil and Rashad Kid squash. They already squashed their beef, so they can re-squash their beef.
Oh, Rashad?
Yeah.
Was it Rashad I had a beef with?
Yes, bro. You was the one. You thought he was an asshole.
Was it?
Oh, when you first got there, when you first got to FAU.
Goofiest.
Yeah, nah. Well,
Oh, my God.
nah, it wasn't. Was it that thing? Nah, I just thought he didn't like me. For the longest time, I didn't think he liked me.
Because Rashad's quiet if you don't know him.
Right.
But I greeted him, and he didn't reciprocate. He didn't return my greeting.
But Phil,
So
I've
were
also
y'all about to play?
Bro, you ever go like when you went to Houston? When you get on the court, do you just go? You know what I'm saying? What's good? Like what's
No.
good? You don't ever do that.
No, bro.
Florida niggas is different, bro. I don't know if it's gang culture, but in Chicago, bro, when you a new nigga on the court, you just say what up when you just was good, bro.
Yeah.
Cause that's like a peace treaty almost. It's like I'm not here to bang, I ain't on shit. I'm here to hoop.
Yeah.
So when I got to Florida, I come in the gym and I see him like, oh, it was good, bro. This was me and you was like super, like when we first started hanging out because I didn't have no friends.
Yeah.
So you bring me on the court and then we met AJ and I'd be talking to y'all and y'all it'd be two niggas right next to y'all and I'm like, what's good? And look,
But you
all
was
right, this shit
also
weird.
And it may go back to the point you just made, but I've told you this all the time. Like, you over friendly at first, which can be annoying to Florida niggas. Like, I thought you were annoying at first.
Again, bro,
I didn't
gang
like you, bro.
culture.
Especially on the hoop, on like sports wise.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even play football, but I ain't gonna talk to you before I play a football game against you.
For real? That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, I don't know. And so that happened over a string of like a couple weeks. And I would always seem like, what's good, bro? And you just look at me like, fuck this nigga.
Yeah, you had your feelings hurt, bro?
Not, well, my feelings hurt. Nah, I felt disrespected. And you know how I feel about respect.
Yeah.
Like, if I greet you, like, you can at least acknowledge that I'm greeting you. We ain't got to be friends, but I'm like, what's good? Like, what's good, everybody? Everybody be like, what's good? You ain't never say nothing.
On respect. You
Nigga
know
turn,
how,
like, give me a cold shoulder. So I'm like, bro, like, what the, like, bro, what? So then for a long time, I was like, I don't like that nigga because he don't like me. And then I saw him one night in Miami, and niggas faded, was like drinking and shit. He came up to me
And
like,
that's what you can't get.
niggas like, you don't like me. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, what you talking about? Like, you don't like me, bro. You know. I'm like, bro, I done said what up to you about 5 times in the gym. You ain't never said nothing to me. Man, I'm a Miami nigga, and you know Miami niggas don't move like that. And I'm like, bro, I'm from Chicago. Bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even from I ain't trying. I'm down here just for school.
And you wanted everybody to like you, bro.
Nah.
Phil was getting into fights when he first got here, so
Oh my
people would
God.
respect
Yeah,
him.
because you gotta have alliances. What you mean?
Like all the football
I'm in
players.
bro. I'm in a new
He's acting
territory.
like it was like, what's that,
The
Game
Fight
of
Club?
Thrones? Like,
Oh, Game of
we're trying
Thrones,
to make
you
alliances. And,
Nah, well,
like, he's out
again,
here like a survivor.
y'all gotta understand what the culture that I'm come from.
Yeah.
The culture, like, this gang culture, real, bro.
Right.
So like when you somewhere new, you gotta, it's like you get in where you fit in.
Right.
I need to know, like, all right, if I get into some shit, like, who got my back. But I didn't realize, like, Florida's not really that.
Yeah, we not on that, bro.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
So when I come down here, I look at it all the same. Like, I don't know where I'm going. Like, niggas be going out to a party. Cool, I'm going out to hella parties the first couple months I get out here. For fight breakout, I'm dolo. I don't know who nobody with.
Right.
Bro, nah. Hey, what up, bro? What's good, bro? Easiest way to let a nigga know you kicking with him, still off a nigga. Then be like, fuck with bro. At least I know he gonna fight.
Yeah,
That's the least I know he gonna do is fight.
Yeah.
We good, nigga. You do that in any hood, you do that. Bro, you fight with a nigga in any hood, you automatically in.
Nah, you ain't lying.
So that's what I did. And after that, niggas, soon as we got into a couple situations with a couple niggas was like, bro, every time I pull up, hey, yo, man, what's good, Jay? Hey, we drinking the bottle. Come over here, get some of this bottle. And I'm like, this my nigga like, And I'm like, that, I'm cool. I'm straight. So it worked. But you have to, when you move to a new area, you got to kind of learn the area first. I just, like, look at everything as a threat. So because I come from that and I was living on a swivel, I was like, all right, well, shit, I don't know none of these niggas out here. I don't know who on what. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure I get in where I fit in. And football niggas is easy niggas to get along with. And they always deep.
All right. Anyway, so Theo, we
you was
got
a
a
basketball nigga,
segment on this podcast called "Get It Off Your Chest," where
Okay.
if you got a vent, something that you've been thinking about, shit that annoys you, is there anything that's on your chest that you got to get off your chest?
No, I'm actually good, bro. It might sound corny, but I don't let like stuff bother me like that.
Got you.
You know what I mean? To say this grinds my gears.
Yeah. Oh, see, I'm the opposite.
I mean, dog.
Everything grinds that gears.
I try not to.
But he's always saying he's not stressed and like nothing really bothers him.
But the thing is, because I'm so vocal about it,
yeah,
once I speak about it, like it's done.
yeah.
He don't let it linger. But
Now,
it
if you say a topic like what's the first thing that comes to mind, like that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as what bothers me, nah. Probably the only thing that's close to that, but it's not bothering me. It's just weird. Is like the dating scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
Hey, prayers to you, my brother, because I'm glad I ain't got to deal with that shit.
yeah, bro. This shit, bro. This like
You on any apps? You date on the apps?
I've probably been on the outside of being overseas. I've only been on. I've only been on the apps like in the States probably a combined 4 months in the
Got you.
past.
Nah,
like,
the
5
app's where
years.
it's at, bro. If you trust me, I met my girl on the app, and I'm gonna tell you why the app's where it's at.
All right.
Because it's like a filtration process, right? You post the pictures up, and then you can have a conversation and see if one, she can hold your interest, or is there something
Right.
interesting, and then two, once you go on a date, it's quick and easy. Like, you know, off the first couple dates, like, all right, I'm either gonna date you again or this ain't gonna work. So it's nice because, and then on certain apps, the women will send you a signal. They might like something about you.
Yeah.
And it's just, and it ain't flat out like, oh, I like you. It's like, all right, let me see what you got. They'll throw you a hook.
Yeah, I tried Hinge. I definitely started. I dated one girl serious off Hinge and met two others off Hinge.
Yeah, Hinge is for mature women that's ready to slow. I met my girl on Hinge.
Okay.
Like Bumble's like, all right, I don't.
Yeah, Bumble.
Bumble's I don't know yet, which is still fun.
Yeah.
But it's but you know, it ain't like I'm looking to settle down. It's like I
Right.
could settle down,
Right.
or I might be still trying to have fun.
Yeah,
And then I don't know who still use what's the other one?
Tinder.
Tinder just for it's creeps.
Yeah, that's.
If you still on Tinder, you a creep.
just go overseas with Tinder, bro.
Just go
How is the dating
overseas with
scene in overseas compared to
I
America?
wasn't dating when I was overseas. I was fucking when I was overseas.
Oh, it's
That's
lit.
what he was asking.
Yeah,
He was just trying to put him on a nice white coat.
Oh, it's lit.
I was definitely fucking when I was overseas. But it wasn't like I was rude. It was like, yo, I would like to learn about your culture.
Yeah.
You know, because the best way, and I don't care what nobody say, the best way to see the city is with a woman.
Got you.
Whether y'all homies or whatever, because she not gonna take you to where the bitches is at.
Yeah.
She gonna take you where the good food is at.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like, all right, you want sushi? Take you to the best spot.
That makes sense because when I went to San Fran, I was in all the spots.
Yeah.
I love San Francisco for that
You
trip.
was with the homie, bro.
I was. I was. With them.
All right, we could go to music then if nobody got anything to get off their chest. So your boy Mick Jenkins dropped a
Elephant
new
in the
project.
room.
Yeah, what you think about it?
It's great. I love it, bro. Cause like,
You listen to Mick Theo or no?
I don't even know who y'all talking about.
Yeah, Mick Jenkins is a Chicago rapper. Smooth. What would you compare him? I would say kind of somewhat like Kendrick. Like, you know how Kendrick's always rapping over jazz beats, especially over To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, that's kind of like Mick Jenkins all the time.
he's conscious, lyricism, and like his beats is very like lo-fi jazz.
Yeah.
Right.
So like he's in that space. Like he's worked with people in the space where you like music.
Got you.
Like
he could be melodic at
K
times.
Tronada,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. Good,
Okay.
good, bad, not good. So like, but he rap, like, can really
Gotcha.
spit.
Got you.
So I like it. I like his album a lot. It was a vibe. Like it's good. Like it's all cohesive, and the subject matter. So the album is called Elephant in the Room, and the subject matter. All the songs are based on that predicate. 'Cause, you know he's super conceptual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like he got a song called
I think Contact might be my favorite song.
yeah, that's mine too. That's up there. Contacts and Reflection.
Yeah.
Reflection fire.
Okay.
I'd probably tell you to listen to that one because it's like super about self-awareness and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. What's his name again?
Mick Jenkins.
M-I-C-K.
He got a song, The Thing You Could Die For While Black. And the whole song is about that. That shit cool.
Yeah.
But I like it. And, you know, Spitta dropped another album. So,
Again? The
What?
nigga just
You
dropped
said
the
that 2
album.
weeks ago. You're
Bro,
lying.
Spitta drops albums like, they be like 8 songs. But it's this one with Harry Fraud. So I still have to listen to
All
it.
right,
Yeah.
stop telling us when he drops the
And
album.
he's undefeated with Harry Fraud. I mean, he's consistency, bro. He's consistent. And he raps what he lives. Those are my favorite rappers.
Bro, how you have
Um,
time to listen to all that music?
For real, bro.
Y'all know I love music, bro. Look, I love
Yeah.
music. That's my thing. Like niggas got
That's
sports.
dope.
I love music. Like I can listen to music all day.
Yeah.
Facts.
So we've actually talked about this on the pod, Theo. So me and AJ probably listen. I do listen to a lot of music, but me and him probably listen to like way more podcasts. Whereas Phil really doesn't listen to much podcasts. What do you listen to more music, more podcasts? What
No,
do you do?
I'm a music guy. Like I got a whole treble clef tatted on me.
Okay, nice.
bro.
Did you play instruments growing up?
So I played drums in the church since I was 4 years old.
Okay, nice.
And then I played alto sax and bari sax, and I was drum major my senior year of high school.
So your favorite movie, Drumline?
Fuck no, my favorite.
What?
Movie, my
That's
favorite.
the best.
My favorite
Coach
movie is
Carter.
The Lion King.
The Lion
That's a
King.
good call.
Yeah, my favorite movie is The Lion
Niggas
King.
are shitting on me because I said one of my favorite movies is Baby Boy, but that's a classic.
Oh no, that's a good.
Do you
that's a
think
good
Baby
favorite
Boy is a
movie.
classic?
No, it is. It definitely is a classic. You know,
Thank
it's
you.
definitely a classic. But as far as music, like bro, I listen to everything, bro, except EDC. That last Justin Bieber album though, fire,
I would skim through it.
fire.
Wait, did you mean EDM? Is that what
Really?
you meant?
Yeah,
yeah.
You like Bieber? I don't like Bees. I don't really listen to a lot of.
Bro, he's amazing. But I listen to HONNE, a group called 92914.
What kind of music is that?
It's just real musical, like soul, jazz, R&B, hip hop, all in it. Like it can go fast and go slow. Like you can freestyle over it.
Got you.
You know, just a vibe, because the aggression of hip hop now is just
trash,
like,
bro.
It's just different. You know, like when you
as you get older too, he's like, all right, I'm not on.
It's like, dog, why
I'm not on that energy.
why am I listening to this nigga talk about his possessions all track? When I can.
But even I felt like when we were younger, bro. And this might sound like the 30-year-old nigga talking like hip hop ain't the same.
Right.
But like even our music coming up, it was diversity in the music. So I can still get that bang bang, shoot your ass up. I can still get that flex on you rap, but then I can also get some Nas, some Common.
Right.
You ain't got none of that for real.
You do, but you got to search for it.
Yeah.
But you do, but it's not even like getting played on the radio.
No, it's not.
Like Common was getting played on the radio, and he's a conscious rapper. Like
But you also not even listening to the radio at all.
No,
I mean, I've tried, and it's trash, bro. I've tried.
But you got to look how different, because kids push pop culture.
Yeah.
And these kids don't want to think about nothing.
Nothing. These niggas want to be turned up off of everything.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like,
And they kill us. Or at least they try to be killers.
NBA YoungBoy is this generation's Gucci Mane.
That is true.
You like Young Boy? I don't like him.
No, I don't like his music. But I like his grind, his hustle.
Oh yeah, I respect it, but
You
I don't
know?
like the. I think his music is actually trash. But I mean, people used to say that about Gucci, so I get it.
Yeah.
And I fuck with Gucci. WAP. Fuck with WAP.
And
That's so funny.
that's exactly why I say that's this generation's Gucci.
Exactly.
Because if you listen back to the Wilt Chamberlain mixtapes, you'd be like, bro, what the fuck is this? You know, bro, he was really geek.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm blowing dope. I did. We smoke 5 O's and more. I'm like, oh, this shit.
You know, he was geeked off that.
Yeah.
So you be on them chill vibes, heavy on the instrumentation.
I think this is
Chill
also
vibes.
part of like maturing though. It's like
No, right.
I need the energy to be different.
Yeah,
Like I don't
Focus,
need to
yeah.
Right.
not even to focus, just to chill. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think also the music matches your, like for me, like I listen to music. Most of the music I listen to is purpose driven.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I mean,
like-
we're driving to work. We're like doing stuff like that. We're not driving to the gym. Like we're not driving to go out. We're not. That's what we were doing when we were younger.
That's true.
Even going out, bro, like listening to like the Thugger album, I
Punk?
like it because it's chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Punk. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I
You
said
know,
that last podcast.
But I can't listen to Lil Durk all day.
Yeah, facts.
I don't really listen to Lil Durk. I don't think
You
you
know.
think he the best out of Chicago. But
Oh no, he definitely not. But he got some. He his flow, you know, like.
Yeah.
But even then, it's just I don't want to listen to that all day, because then now I'm like
Exactly right.
going in the club talking to women. Hey, how you doing, girl? Bitch, get over here. Get over here.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Oh my god, you're so aggressive.
I'm on a team.
Now you a fuckboy.
Yeah, exactly. Now you a fuckboy.
you know what's crazy though? Niggas that be bumping this shit all them niggas be cowards.
You think?
See,
Yes, bro. I think the young generation now, all these shooters, niggas is really cowards, bro. Because niggas not gonna even knuckle up with you.
Oh no, I agree with that. I agree with
Niggas
that.
in our day, the shooters will still beat your ass, and then they'll shoot you.
Right, but ain't no one ain't listen.
Niggas will just shoot you and be like, bro, you not even.
That I think part of that is being embarrassed too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
like
But that's
you
my
can
point.
you can get embarrassed like to the millionth time. Like if
Yeah.
it goes viral, like
Yes,
that's
the
like
big thing. Yeah.
But then what's hurt when you get embarrassed?
yeah,
You feeling?
exactly. But that's
But again,
that's what kids are. Their hormones. They're
when
experiencing feelings like.
Bro.
but when you fight a nigga, even
crazy.
if he beat you up, he got your respect, cause he know like I beat his ass, but I know if I try him
Yeah,
again, he
you're
gonna
going
fight
from
me.
your mindset when you were growing up. It's not the same now.
It's not the same.
Because everyone's trying to go viral. Everyone's trying to embarrass people. Everyone's trying to get a laugh. Like
Then
that's
you kill a nigga and now you in prison talking about I should have just fought that nigga.
Bro, I legit had to talk to a student about why it's not okay to record a fight.
Shit so dumb, bro. Niggas get beat up for that. You couldn't even pull out your phones when we was fighting. Like for real, niggas
Shoot.
be like, bro, put that shit up.
My phone
Yeah.
couldn't record.
Right,
Now I
that's-
had a razor.
even if it
I was-
wasn't,
I was-
no
slide
incriminating
up.
evidence on that.
And I had a razor, bro. So you know when this was when phone, the only thing we could was recording was like not a lot. Like we was doing stuff,
Right.
bro. No phones. It was me not trying to get caught.
That's hilarious,
No phones at all.
bro.
Like I tried to go back and like I had an old laptop. I'm like, I wonder what I was recording. And I go back and look at my old Facebook posts from like 07, music quotes. I go look at my pictures from 07. I don't got no drugs in my. I might look little, you know what I'm saying? I might look buzzed, but ain't no drugs. You
Right.
don't see no videos on me on Facebook fighting or doing dumb shit. I'm like, I was straight. My pictures like just look like, you know, I was just there, like, in the mix, but ain't nothing incriminating. Now, niggas put everything online. Niggas be selling weed and have like a whole picture with a pound behind them. Like,
Right.
I got them sacks, bro.
People live through other people's perceptions.
All right, back to music. Anything else y'all bumping as of late?
HONNE, HONNE,
Tell me about that. I gotta
Yeah, you just
download
brought that up.
bro.
I'm gonna check that out.
I'm gonna download it right now, and if it ain't good, I'm coming for you, cuz.
Oh, look, I'll fight. But no, but dog, the first song is gonna get you.
Which
you know?
one? Let's just say the world ended. That one?
No, I don't give a fuck about pain. Oh yeah, that's the album. That's the album.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
just say it. And then so they have
Oh, the
their
first
actual
joint.
tracks,
Yeah.
and then they have the instrumentals.
Got you.
Definitely
that's lit,
freestyle
okay.
when I get around everybody on one of
Yeah.
the instrumentals.
Damn, I just
you know
want
what
the-
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But who else?
Y'all freestyling at the
Cory Wong.
at the cookout tomorrow or at the tailgate?
Oh, I'm showing my ass.
yeah.
Cause I didn't really stroll today, cause I was like, nah, I need to stretch.
This
But
guy, what does he do?
Cory Wong,
What genre is this?
everything. Listen, bro. Cory Wong is the greatest guitarist of our generation.
Okay.
Better than Gary Clark Jr.?
Yes,
Really? Cause
Yes.
Gary Clark Jr. get down.
bro. This man, listen, he has single-handedly changed strategies on how to play the guitar.
All right.
Listen to a song called
That's crazy.
Ellie.
Yeah, Theo putting this
I'm gonna
on.
check
Like
him out,
bro, because so what I did, so living overseas, I was exposed to different music, and then when I came back, I just like stopped being cheap and got the Apple Music.
Yeah.
And there was a playlist a jazz playlist that was more than just jazz music. Every song I heard, I downloaded, and then I would sit in my garage and listen to music and create the station, and I'll get so many different new artists.
Yeah.
And so like my range, like y'all heard of Brass Tracks,
Nah.
bro?
But jazz, I feel like jazz is coming back because they're using a lot of more live instrumentation. Like, depending on what genre you listen to.
Right.
So if you only listen to hip hop, which now is like even hip hop is like you got to put like it in a category. But if you
You have to break it down in different categories,
if
yeah.
you branch out of hip hop in general, a lot of R&B, a lot of Caribbean vibes like Afro beats, a lot of country,
Right.
a lot of alternative musics, they work with a lot of jazz
Jazz,
artists and
right.
producers.
Yeah.
Which is why I like listen to like Bad Bad Not Good. So like if you listen to them, they under jazz,
Mm-hmm.
but then like they produce shit that sounds nothing like traditional jazz.
Right.
But because they come from a background where they're so musically inclined, it translates. Which
That's
is
real.
you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the music I listen to, like I'll listen to a random playlist and be like, damn, that shit vibe, and you don't know what it is, and I'm
Right.
like, I don't even know where this come from.
Man, it's just so much good music out there, dog.
It is.
And like outside of major artists and like people that I know personally, I don't really download hip hop.
Got you.
You know, because it's the same thing. It's like country music. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right now, because it's so manufactured, because it's #1 genre. So there's like when I do download it,
Everyone's trying to get their piece of the pie.
Yeah, it's very specific. Like I like conscious rap. I like like real chill, real like the indie route. I'm like an indie guy, not a mainstream guy. So if it sounds like it's from Atlanta, pass. And
Really?
West Coast shit. Yeah, I don't like Atlanta music.
I'm not a fan of West Coast music.
I love West Coast music, bro. I love it.
So
and I
speaking
think,
of
but it's
Yeah, so
but
you
it's
don't-
because it's come from gang culture.
Speaking of which, YG, he dropped, which this is part talking about YG, part Zach get it off his chest. I'll start with the get it off your chest because I forgot to bring it up last
Love
section.
West Coast music, bro.
I hate when these artists do like this whole rollout or whatever for a single. Like every time I see them like posting, coming out tomorrow at midnight, I'm always thinking it's a damn album, and then it ends up being one song. Like so today, I woke up, Big Sean dropped music, YG dropped music. And Big Sean, his album, the first couple of listens kind of disappointed me.
That's the EP with Hit Boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I go listen to YG, and I'm like, all right, because I had to prep myself for YG because I already knew what kind of energy I was going to be on.
Right.
And then I found out it was just a single, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Was the single good?
Yeah, it was good. But I wanted a whole project. But Big Sean, all right, let's talk about Hit Boy. I feel like everything I've listened to Hit Boy has kind of been disappointing. I think he's a great producer.
What?
But I think he might be, and I know you was going to say
Bruh.
Feel Away because Nas's album is your favorite album. And that was produced all by Hit Boy, right?
Did you listen to that album?
Yeah, and you know I didn't like it.
Because you don't like Nas. But
Yeah.
the production and Nas and Hit Boy is like Hit Boy and Nip. They like just work so good together.
Yeah.
Big Sean and Hit Boy, not so much.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't really like Big Sean with Hit Boy that much, but Nas with Hit Boy, bro, has been perfect.
Right.
Because Hit
Perfect.
Boy, he was WizKid. Was that with Hit Boy?
Which one?
His most recent project?
WizKid?
Yeah.
Nah. Made in Lagos?
Why did I think that was with Hit Boy?
Mm-mm.
Anyways, all I wanted to say was Big Sean. His project kind of disappointed.
Well, his album was disappointing.
His last album?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was disappointing.
Really? I went back to his last album. I still only like 2 songs.
Oh.
The one with Nipsey and the Detroit, that freestyle or whatever.
Yeah. But that's all I've been listening to. Again, I mean, like both y'all said, all 3 of y'all have said, just hip hop. I really haven't been into it the past 2 years, I want to say. Whereas that's all I used to listen to, but now it's just like R&B. I'm listening to Snow Allegra. I'm listening to AJ put me on 10.
She is fire.
She is fire and she is fucking beautiful.
Fire. Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
I think I've only had like 4 albums in rotation this year. Donda, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, Snow Allegra's album.
That album, Tyler the Creator's album is dope
Yeah,
too, bro.
Super fire.
He said, "I got too much self-respect. I wash my hands before I piss."
Yeah.
Boy, what? Boy, stop playing. He did admit that he was gay though.
See, I still feel like he's trolling though. I don't know, but
He definitely did.
Nah,
He-
Isaiah Rashad
he
got one
might
of the
be
album, best albums of
everything.
the year too. You like Isaiah Rashad?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, really?
You would like his album.
You would really like him, yeah.
All right,
It's
bet.
TDE.
Isaiah Rashad.
Anybody on TDE automatically gets a listen from
Yeah.
me. Because that's the one record, the one hip hop company I know values the art.
Right.
And they value people that rap. Like
So what's his name?
Isaiah Rashad.
Isaiah Rashad.
The House is Burning. I think you'll like his album. Because it's chill. But like
I even go back to his older ones too. What was
his
the-
older ones are better. But
Yeah,
like,
what was
this
the one
one's
with the brown on it?
Silver Demo.
Yeah, Sylvia Demo.
And the Sun's Tirade.
And yeah, Sylvia Demo, Sun's Tirade. I like both of those too.
Yeah. But Isaiah dope. I think you fuck with Isaiah.
Isaiah Rashad.
Who else album I really liked this year that I've been like bumping?
I feel like all the big dogs came back, but it's just
So
been,
she said get the houses burning?
Yeah.
Wait, where did I get the Wi-Fi, Bill? Uh-oh. I ain't saying no question. No, we good.
You got it? I shared it.
Oh no, I was shocked that I had it.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. No,
I was like,
shared it.
how can I
But
know
yeah,
I
look
don't have
at
no idea.
listen to Sylvia Demo also.
This album.
Sylvia
You like Afro
Will.
beats?
Sylvia
No.
Demo.
You don't like Afro beats?
No.
That's like R&B.
bro. This is
No,
like R&B.
it's by Isaiah Rashad.
Oh,
You
I
should check
thought
this
that was
out,
an
'cause
artist.
He different. He's like
Manny Wells. So who was the first dude from Chicago you was talking about?
Mick Jenkins.
Mick Jenkins. Mick Jenkins.
Yeah, Mick Jenkins, because I told Phil, I didn't tell y'all. Like, I felt like this was kind of my Jordan flu game episode because I hurt my back yesterday. I didn't want to come in today, but I feel like with Theo's help, as Scottie Pippen, I put in a strong
I
performance.
appreciate that, man.
But I really didn't want to pod today because I've been in pain I've been in pain all day. But I took a hot ass bath before the pod. That shit didn't help, but I put on Mick Jenkins, and it just helped with the vibes. It kind of felt like I was listening to R&B, but
It
was
takes you
hip-hop.
away. Like
Yeah.
you don't even gotta smoke weed, and it gives you that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like one of them artists. Yeah. It's like you put it on, and you niggas gonna feel the vibes, and I'm like, you right. I am gonna feel the vibe.
So how far back should I go? Should I get the water?
Get the waters for sure.
Waters.
That's his best project
That's
ever.
what put us all on.
Which one? The first
Nah.
one?
The waters.
The waters.
The Waters. Oh, that was there was one before that.
Oh, waters and then waves.
No, Waters. The Waters is the one that got him on. He had
okay.
Trees and Truths before that, but most people don't know Trees and Truths because it's not on most platforms. But the Waters is what's
That's
like,
what made us all a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay, so
Waters
get
is
the
fire.
Waters.
Yeah. The Waters is a full concept album. He equates water to the healing component of life.
Yeah.
So so a lot of times in that album, he'll say, "Drink more water, or you might die," and he's saying that's the healing component.
Okay.
And the Waters is representative of like love, and it's
Okay.
all encompassing.
Oh, that's
So
what's
he's
up.
a very conceptual artist, which is why I like him, because it's thought out projects. It's not songs just put together.
Right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't release music consistently. It's like every now and then.
Once every 1 or 2 years.
So like the Nas shit.
But yeah, you can look at his titles though, and kind of understand what his album's gonna be like.
Gotcha.
So like he has one called the Love Component. It's about the heart, relationships, healing. It's like if you in that bag, and he a poet, so he does like poetry and like it's good. Like
All right. No, I'm gonna check him
it's
out.
I think it's very selective taste, but you have to really like music.
Oh no,
Because he
no,
has
I'm in
jazz
there.
components. He has that space
Oh,
that
I'm in
you
there.
like. Yeah.
I'm in there.
But that's why I fuck with him. And he's from Chicago, and he the realest out the shop. I'm a homer, so you know.
Facts. All right, but that's really all I got. Y'all got anything else, Theo? You got anything else you want to talk about before we
I just want to say I appreciate y'all for allowing me to come on
course,
this
man, of
platform,
course.
bro. Like
Appreciate
for
you,
real,
bro.
because when y'all started, I was like, damn, I know they gonna have their shit together. I gotta hop on, when I get in town. But nah, I definitely respect what y'all doing and,
We ain't even
and
have
keep
our
it
shit
up.
together for real. We
But that's the thing. But y'all still went for it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
we
I
still
admire
mashing.
that. I admire that. You know what I mean? And so shoot, I'm here to take notes, man.
Hey, anytime you in town, bro, you on the pod
Pull up.
automatically.
Oh,
Bro,
facts.
that's-
Pull
This
up.
was
If you-
this was a great
I
I
episode.
mean, if you start on your own, you can ask questions too, all that.
Oh no, I definitely I've started. I just got to make a visual, but I'll definitely reach out.
And whatever you do, get all your materials from Sweetwater. The niggas' customer service is beyond.
Sweetwater.
That's where we bought the mics from.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's all we got. The mics from there. We didn't get the stands
We
from
got
there.
stands from Amazon, but the mics. But if you want to get like other equipment from there, do it, because they're going to call you and be like, so, Theo, we just wanted to call and check in and see how's the products
Yeah.
working.
We coming up on our 1 year anniversary next month in November.
Oh, really?
That's dope.
And
That's
Buddy
crazy.
from Sweetwater just called me like a few weeks ago, just checking up on me, seeing how the podcast is going. Like, it's just great customer service.
Bro,
up
nigga
there.
called me
dope.
and left a voicemail, and I low-key wanted to call him back, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. He's like, hey, I'm just calling I just want to see how everything's going. Is everything working well? And I'm like, damn, niggas.
Nah, that's lit.
Service like that, bro, I'm always be a customer, and I'm always refer people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you got
that's
to.
real.
That's you don't get that no more.
Yeah.
But nah, this has been a good one, dog. Hopefully, I didn't talk too much.
No,
Nah,
bro.
it's
We
been great, man.
if
Nah, like, for
anything,
real.
I wish you would have talked more. I could
Ah,
have listened
damn.
all night.
A lot of times
You
we
got
just
any more
talk shit
stories? You got a
anyways.
story to sign us off with?
Oh, a story. Give me a topic.
I get it.
No, like for real. I'll try to make it quick.
Craziest story you've seen while working in being an educator.
Oh my God, that's easy. So easily. So I
That's
used to
how I
have
said
this kid. I used to have this kid, right? He was 15, about 5'5", lanky, and he looks like he's like 12.
Mm-hmm.
He's 15, and I'm gonna give you two stories about him. So when we came back from Christmas break, like he's dealt with a lot of trauma in his life, and so his he doesn't really have the words to articulate how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my boy Logan. So I'm driving up to school, and he sees my truck, and he hops on my truck, and he's looking at me. He says, "Yeah, bitch." he's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and he's just looking at me. But that's his way of saying like he misses me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so then one day, and mind you, and so this next day, everything I'm about to tell you happened back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to bring Beyblades to school. Like he's,
Yeah.
really,
What's a Beyblade?
the Beyblade
You know
where
what?
you rip the joint, and they be bouncing
It's
into
like
each other.
like a
Spinning
top,
tops.
like a spinning
Spinning
top.
top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
and
you
you
fight them
battling
or
each
whatever.
other.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
And so he would play that, and then he would fall asleep. But it was to the point where his behavior was so sporadic that it would literally disrupt the whole learning environment. So it was almost more productive at this point to hope that he did work and make sure that he stayed within his some type of behavior parameters to make it productive.
Yeah.
And so one day he falls asleep, and then he wakes up like this. And I see him looking at a girl across the room, and he's flicking his dick
Oh my God.
through his pants.
What?
And I'm like, And then the girl, like, I see it, but I'm thinking, nah, ain't no way he can do it. So I'm starting to teach, and then the girl comes up to me. He's like, hey, can you get Logan? He's like looking at me and playing with his dick, and I'm like, Logan.
So I did see that.
That's what he's doing. So then he comes up to me, and they call me Coach P. He says, Coach P, look down. I said, bro, I'm not looking down. he said, Coach P, look down. I said, bro, I'm not looking down. And then he looks down and he says, this is what happened when I got to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? and so like he goes to the bathroom, comes back, and now it's time to go to lunch. Mm-hmm. And then he comes up to me, and I'm like, Logan, you good? He said, yeah, man, I'm good. He said, Coach P, who's your favorite superhero? I say, Batman. He said, who's yours? I said, who's yours? He said, Spider-Man. I said, why Spider-Man? He said, because Spider-Man ain't got no dick. And I said, he said, in a movie, you ever seen Spider-Man go to the bathroom? I said, dog, you making a good point right now. He said, yeah, bro, I would just love if I could just walk around, shit in my pants, and not have to pee all day. I said, what? Bro, this is all in the same day, bro.
15-year-old, man.
And so, like, yeah, bro, he was somebody he used to get like a stick and act like he was playing with a sword to cut cones and stuff. So but he was a sweet kid, but just so much trauma and
He's low.
I mean, but at the core, if he put it like this, if he was in a structured environment, he would be like a dang, who's somebody I can compare him to that everybody know?
Like Steve Jobs or some shit like that.
No, I don't know about that one, but definitely somebody who y'all knew was like just crazy, but didn't like turn it around. Like it's hard to explain, but he was just a good kid, deep down, but he just couldn't overcome his demons, really. You know, his trauma. But yeah, bro, I got funny stories for days about kids, bro. For days.
Little bitch.
Yeah, bro, like he was. And then he used to sit on tables and look at you. Fuck me. I'm like, oh my God. Logan, and like he would hop on. I'd be, Logan, don't do it. He'd be like, Logan, don't do it. Fuck me. And like as a teacher, dog, like I be laughing, bro. I be dying laughing at my students, bro.
Yeah.
Like. It's jump fun, but I would say I feel myself easing out of education because I'm able to create my own space where I can interact with people, but because like education's fucked up. And it's the last thing I'm gonna say because I gotta go. Education's fucked up.
Yeah,
you know, as far as what the American education system is really doing compared to what other people do around the world. Yeah, outside of Asia, that shit is extreme as fuck.
Yeah,
but. Like, bro, in Finland, there's very little, childhood depression, but they learn 3 languages before 8th grade.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's rigorous, but it's balanced. Yeah. It's balanced, and it's not something to where there's a common core, and it's like, look, whatever your teacher teaches, like the country trusts the degree that their teachers have, because the vetting process of becoming a teacher is so much more rigorous than it is here. And mind you, you don't have to be like. I just read an article, and I'm in this group. I'm a specialist. Like I got a degree in mathematics, not teaching math, and so I look at math completely different. But if you get an education degree in mathematics, like teaching math, you stop at like Calc 2.
Yeah.
I done went to modern analysis, number theory, and all this shit.
Oh, you smart.
I just applied myself.
That's fair.
And so like overseas, you'll see people who are teachers that are like legit engineers, and that you give a way broader presentation of what education can do to a kid versus somebody who's just like, hey, learn this because I learned how to teach you this in college.
Exactly. And you don't really know the ins and outs of it.
Because
you only learned it up to a certain degree.
Exactly.
That's why, like, when you have, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, such a good communicator and teacher, because he knows the ins and outs. Like, he didn't just learn so he can teach.
Exactly.
He learned and now he teaches.
Like, bro, I had to sit down and one problem was 3 pages. Like, I did that.
Yeah.
And so I can tell you, like, the number 1 technically doesn't exist. And I can tell you why. no math education degree gonna tell you that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and not to slight them, but it's just the difference between overseas and here. Like, bro, get special. Like, stop getting specialists. Get people who are like masters in that.
Yeah.
And you only attract them. Like, the reason why I'm about to leave, bro, they don't pay me enough.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I'm
that's
not.
the problem, and fundamentally, that's the problem. Right
You
there.
know,
They don't
like,
pay
bro, and everybody's heard this, and then I'll shut up. We need more black men in education. Do you know what black men are asked to do for their families?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen off
On
of
this-
teacher salary, bro.
That's why I left FAU.
You
I
know,
worked in education,
right?
yeah.
And it's like, bro, that's not. No, you're being a hypocrite. First, you're requiring this from us, and then you're gonna just get a side hustle, bitch. Time.
Right.
Exactly.
Time.
I was in that mentorship space, and I'm like, bro, I love this. Like, I love working with black men and really telling them, yo, you doing college wrong. Like, this is how you should be doing. But
Right.
at the same time, it's like, bro, for this, I know I can get double this in 2 years.
Right.
Easily. Going the corporate route.
And
Easily.
yeah,
Can't
bro.
do it. Gotta go.
And now you see, like, what every day, what those decisions, how they affect us. You know. But then that just starts the whole circle. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
problem,
Of course,
man.
man.
For real.
Thanks
Like,
for
You know,
having
we
me.
love, you know what I'm saying, coming through. You know, I said, like, I got family in Houston, so I'm going to definitely link with you when I'm coming down.
Listen, when y'all come in Houston, let me know a week ahead of time or 2 weeks ahead of time,
I've been wanting
and
to
make
go.
reservations.
I've been wanting to go.
If you go to Houston, make reservations. If you try to pull up as somebody they don't know, you will be walking amongst a Corona crowd.
I've got to make, y'all heard that here first.
Get you a section, get you a tape, reserve it, email them, text them, take a screenshot. Because, dog, you're not going to get in any Houston establishment if you don't.
Bet, say
All
less.
right, noted. So Phil usually hits a drop at the end of the pod, but we got to hear the classic Theo line. You know what line I'm talking about?
What's that?
It's a remedy, bitch.
It's a
It's a remedy.
remedy, man.
We're outta
Peace.
here.